Hello and welcome to Larry's Classroom, a lab of learning. If you are not part of this Google Classroom, please join it at ETTXN25. And today what we're going to be doing is talking about closing out your Google Classroom at the end of the year and preparing you to start anew in the fall. And the first thing we're going to talk about is making sure that you have copies of the student exemplars. You could scroll through the stream and try to find the assignments, but one of the ways I like to find my work is going up to the hamburger menu and clicking on work. And this is going to give us all the assignments that we have assigned, and we're able to sort this by class. So if I want to go ahead and choose Larry's Classroom, I see a list of assignments that I have given. I'm going to go into the We Practice videos. And you can do this for videos. You can do this for docs, sheets, Google Drawings. But if I go into the assignment, and I could go into the assignment itself, but I can also click on this folder here, and it'll take me to Drive. And in Drive, what I like to do is select with my left click the document or file that I want to copy, right click, and then choose Make a Copy. It's going to make a copy in the same folder that you're in, but I don't really want to leave it in my classroom folder. I want to take special care of this, and I might sort this in my science folder and probably not a particular period, but I might have an examples file in my science folder where I do my lesson planning and create my documents, or I might have a separate example file, exemplar file. In order to put it there, I right click and I click Move To, and then I can just kind of navigate these screens to make sure I go find my example folder. And then click Move, and it will move to that folder. And then I have a bunch of examples in my example folder for next year's assignments that I can show students. The next thing I want to do is to make sure that I have returned the items to the students, the assignments. So back in my work section that I got to by going to my hamburger and choosing my classroom, I can see my list of assignments, and I can make sure that I review each of these. And you could have done this while you were grading them, but I'm disorganized and I haven't done it for this classroom. So I'm going to go into my assignment, and I can see, oh, I have returned these, I have given grades, and now I want to go back to my work list. One note here, if I hit the back button that is right here, it doesn't take me to the back to the work section, but I have found that if I go up to the back in the browser, it does take me back. So I am back in my list, and now that I know that I've done this one, I can click the stacked meatballs and mark as reviewed, and it will disappear from to review. And now I'm going to go show you my We Practice videos assignment, and you can see here I do not have these back in the students' hands. They are done, but they are not marked return. And so I am going to simply, for the sake of showing you, clicking all of the done ones and then clicking return. I could comment to everybody, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to click return. And then I am going to go back to my list and click on We Videos and mark as reviewed. What we want to do first is go back to our classes, our home page in Google Classroom, and we have a list of all the classes we are teachers in or are students in, and I have a long list. So I am going to use as an example a test class. So little tip, I use Control F and just search for test, And there's my test class, so I didn't have to search in my long list. And when I hit the 3 meatballs, I have an option to rename it or to archive it. I don't necessarily want to rename it. That's kind of if I make a mistake in the first place, because renaming just keeps the same students, and you're going to have different students next year. So if I want to clean up my Google Classroom, I'm going to archive it. Confirms that I want to archive it. And what that does is it cleans it up from your home screen. And I can get to that archive class just by going to the hamburger menu again, scrolling to the bottom, and going to my archived classes list. And there we go. I have some other classes that I have archived, including my test class. If I go into my test class, I still have access to whatever I posted in my stream. Also, that will give us the shortcut links to all the student work that I have access to, and the order in which I posted things, if that's you're going to keep track of your lesson plans that way, and also if what students were enrolled in that class. If you made a mistake or if you want to restore that class for some reason, you still have the option up in the upper right to restore that class, and it will end up back in your home screen. Students also have the option of archiving their student classes. They can also find those archive classes under the archive menu in the hamburger menu and still get access to all their documents that they submitted. This is one way to clean up your home screen and still have access to all your documents, but focus on your home screen on the classes that you will have currently. In another video, I'll show you how to set up your classes for next year. You can either do this now that you have your schedule or wait till the fall when you're ready to enroll your students.